2024. Isn't this been like a very weird year for you? This was the weirdest year of my life. I've seen a lot of things that I didn't believe I would see, experienced a lot of things that I didn't believe I would experience. It was just weird. It didn't feel real. Like a lot of things that I couldn't believe would happen, happened. I used to tell y'all guys that I don't cry, but this year I actually cried a lot, especially towards the end. Like the year was weird for me, guys. The things that were happening made it reasonable to believe we're in some kind of a simulation, like we're not in the real world. And I was asking myself, why do I take things so seriously? Why did I take things so seriously? Think about it. You have found yourself in a world that you don't understand, and there are things that are happening, things that are messing with, that are happening, that seem to be happening so that you will feel a certain way. Like there's this evil demon that's just messing with your emotions, and it doesn't give a shit about you. Why should I take this world seriously? Like, don't I know how it works already? But also, if it's not a world that I'm fully in control of, or that I know how to control, why should I take it seriously? Why shouldn't I just observe what is happening and just be like, it is what it is? Why should I let anything hold me back? Like my fears. Even though I know that fear isn't real. Yes, you're afraid of things that can hurt you, things that can potentially cause harm, but the feeling itself isn't real. So should it stop me from really being what I want to be, or what makes sense to be? In this matrix that doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense. Then I was having a conversation with this other girl, and she was telling me about how she lacks confidence. There are a lot of things that she wants to do, but she can't do these things because how she feels and all that. And I told her something that she felt was gonna be stuck with her for a very long time. I told her that you're probably better than you think you are. Most people are probably better than they think they are. Meaning that you actually can do better than you think you can. Like in every aspect of your life, you probably can perform better than you think you can perform. Remember, I came across a video on Instagram. It was a video of a chicken flying. So it was jumping from a flat to another flat. Like it didn't go down, it just flew. I mean, we know chickens can fly, and it's probably much easier to fly when you are high. But I thought that there was something interesting about how the chicken was flying, because it was flying like an actual bird. Like it was weird. I was like, is this video even real? Like, I was like, no, it's probably not real, but it made me think of something that was weird. Like, let's just say that video was real. Wouldn't that mean that most chickens can actually fly, but it's only because they never had to fly, so they never learn how to fly, because they don't need to fly, right? Like if they really needed to fly, they'll actually be able to fly. Like sometimes we're too comfortable that we don't do anything. You just watch life happen, and you are in your comfort zone. Is that good? Is it a good thing to just let this matrix play with you, make you feel all kinds of emotions and all that? Or it's better to fight this matrix by getting rid of all the things that it taught you just to keep you where it has kept you. Your fears, taught you to be afraid, to be anxious, to not go for what you want, to not speak your mind. I think this is a very important video. It's the end of the year. A lot of people got, they're planning to do better next year, right? Always got New Year's resolutions. I'm tired of making New Year's resolutions because I usually don't follow through. But that's not a problem. The problem is feeling like you're worse than you are. And I think most people feel that way. So they never get to live. So they suffer but never get to enjoy life. See, we are in a world of suffering. So you suffer but you never get to enjoy life. And you might say, it is what it is. I mustn't try anything because I'm in the matrix. But mental health is also important. Mental health is also important. So if you are able to live the way that you want to live, that can improve your mental health, especially if you are kind of like imposing your will on this reality. Like try to live like that. Try to not play by the rules, Try to not be held back by your fears, by what society expects from you and all that. Like just try to be you. Society sucks. This world really sucks. It probably won't get weirder than this for you. Like it's just like it will always feel this. Like even when it gets weirder, but it will always feel the same to you. Like you've already you've already had a lot of horrible experiences. So to really take that leap of faith and be the kind of person that you want to be, regardless of how the world responds to you, I think that's the better way to live. Like we can't be cowards, especially in a world like this. I kept on telling you guys that this world is not your friend. Like it isn't. It's gonna fuck you up. Like if you don't learn how to be better than you actually are, always striving to be better than you actually are, like it will fuck you up. It does that. That's why I keep on telling you it's a hell realm. It's a hell realm because no one has to be in this realm, and they have to keep on leveling up in order to survive and suffer less. So that is messed up. It's like if they put you on a treadmill and you just gotta run, right? If you stop running, you fall and it hurts. Or let's just say that maybe they put something on the floor. When you fall on the floor, it hurts. Like that's life. It's like you gotta keep on leveling up, because if you don't, you will keep on falling and it's gonna hurt. Like the world is so cruel that it's survival of the fittest for real. Remember there's this video that I watched on Facebook. about, I didn't even know that birds do this. They analyze the birds that are weak. Let's just say there's birds on the nest that are weak. They analyze those, especially if there's scarcity of food, so that they'll be able to feed the strongest. Like, it reminds me of the episode from Family Guy. Oh wait, not it wasn't an episode from Family Guy. An episode from Rick and Morty. So Beth, I mean, the parents of Beth and Morty were given a choice to choose between their children who get to leave, right? It's Beth and Beth. It's Summer. Yeah, it's Summer and Morty. So Beth is the mother, and she didn't hesitate. Like, she didn't even think twice. Like, when they asked her to choose, she just chose, Summer. And somehow they survived, and Summer was so angry. We are also like that. Like, if life put us in those kind of situations, people will be like they don't believe that they will be like that, but they will be like that. Like, if you have children and they were the ones that seem a bit weaker, you would want the strongest to survive. You won't be like, it's messed up, but it's true. Like, life just never really tests us that much, so we don't get to see the truth. And that's why I tell people that they need to live life, basically. Like, you need to actually experience every truth. And maybe not every truth, because you might get traumatized forever, but try to see the truth in every situation. You'll see how cruel the world is, than to protect yourself from the truth, because you might end up thinking that we are having a positive experience and make mistakes because of what you believe. You see? So you must actually see the truth. See how this realm actually works. One of my favorite movies is that Batman movie. I don't know if it's Batman Rise, but with Joker, where Joker was playing with people just to prove to them that everyone is evil. Yeah, like, if you give people a choice to save themselves or others, they will always choose themselves. All that, like, just that life rarely puts us in those kind of situations, but it does sometimes, and we see the truth, right? Sometimes men lose their jobs and then their wives leave them, so they see the truth. But if that didn't happen in this reality, whatever you want to call it, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't see the truth. We'll be like, oh, love is this and that, we just love each other. And you'd feel like, people will stay in your life even if you have nothing, if you had everything, so you'll be protected from that truth. While the truth is that, no, every person is looking out for themselves, right? So why not try to be the best that you can be? Like, it's not necessarily about being better than others, but being the best that you can be. Because sometimes believing that you are worse than you actually are makes you worse than you actually are, while you are not actually worse than you. You know what I mean? If you don't believe, I once dated someone who was very insecure, and they didn't have a reason to be insecure, but that just makes them less than what they are, because of their insecurities. It's like if I didn't believe in myself, guys, I kept on showing you that I don't believe in myself. Like, you get to a point where you're just like, huh? Yeah, this guy doesn't believe in what he's saying, why should I listen to him? So always behave in a way that makes you better. There will be evolution there. I'm telling you this because it's the end of 2024. I think the Matrix will show us a lot of things, and we need to be prepared. So we need to level up. We need to think right. We need to feel right. Always work on feeling right, thinking right, being able to see things as they are without lying to ourselves. I do think that if we truly looked at the reality of our situation, the situation that we're in, the fact that we are conscious in a world that we don't understand, and we truly acknowledge every truth about our situation, I don't think we would feel too bad about what is happening. We would feel bad about the fact that we are in a realm where a lot of things are happening and that we seem to not be in control of, but we wouldn't be attached to things. You wouldn't be worried if some girl stopped liking you or some guy stopped liking you. Like, it is what it is. Or someone tries to bully you, it is what it is. Someone disrespects you, it is what it is. You just wouldn't worry about a lot of things that are happening within the matrix. You just worry about the fact that you are in the matrix. You're like, yeah, it's a messed up reality, and I don't want to be in this reality. That's what will, fuck with you. But most of the things that will be happening wouldn't really be that big of a deal to you. Like, what's really a big deal is the fact that you exist in a world that you yourself do not understand, that you yourself do not really love, where you suffer and you don't know how to stop your suffering. Like, that is what is truly messed up. But most of the things that make us suffer, that are happening, that make us suffer emotionally, we might be able to see things more realistically. Look at all possibilities, like what is possible about this reality. And that can help us, heal from a lot of things. Because there are a lot of things that we take seriously that we shouldn't take seriously. There are things that you took seriously. Like, giving you this example, I remember when I was young, I lost my pen the other day. It was a big deal. It was a big deal that I lost a pen. That it ruined my day. My whole day is ruined. But it's not a big deal, and I could have solved that problem if really I decided to level up. I could have solved that problem. I would have went to every teacher and say, I lost my pen and I don't have money to buy a pen and I'm serious about school. Please help me. One of them will help me. That will happen. One of them will give me money to buy a pen. But I kept quiet and just stressing. Like, it was a big deal. But it wasn't a big deal. It's not something that I would look back to and look back into and be like, yeah, that was bad, that was horrible. Like, a lot of things that it felt horrible at the time because I took the whole situation seriously, but it wasn't a serious situation. It's about to rain, like it always does on the 31st. It's actually weird. Like, in South Africa, on the 31st of every month, it rains. I'm telling you, because people celebrate on the 31st. Like, they go out, celebrate. I'm thinking I'm not gonna celebrate. I'm just gonna be chilling here, playing music. So I think this rain wants to disturb people. Like, that always happens. It's a bit weird. Like on the 25th and the 31st of December, even the 16th, yeah, it rains. So I was actually surprised that it didn't seem like it was going to rain today. But then I heard thunder. I was like, yeah, of course. You're probably better than you think you are. That's what I want you all to understand. And that's what I want you to take with you. So this coming year that we don't know how it's gonna be, you know. Try to be better than you think you are, because you probably are better than you think you are. Thank you all, guys.